Well, hello there, I'm Dave and welcome to my workshop. Now, as a guitar maker, I have a love-hate relationship with wood dust and glue. I love it because it fills in all those little gaps, especially when you're doing inlays or if you chip a little bit out. You can use the wood dust and glue to fill it in. I hate it because you can never get the colour of the wood dust to agree with the colour of the wood you're putting it into. It always goes darker. And so I thought I would try a little experiment in this video and make myself a wood dust colour palette. So let's get on. Right, to create my palette, I've marked up this piece of scrap wood with 12 lines, 3 lines across, and I'm just going along and cutting 12mm holes with this Forstner bit. So I shall just finish this work. I'm going to try and do this as scientifically as I can. So I've lined up some wood dust, sort of starting at walnut, rosewood, mahogany, cherry, zebrano, beech, oak, sycamore, another oak, don't want 2 oaks, and a pine. And I've tried to do them in the shades going from dark to light. Each one will be mixed with Gorilla Glue, and then I'll do another one with some of this PVA, and this is just builder's PVA. It's quite watery. It's the sort of stuff you mix with cement. I'm not going to add any water to the dust, so it'll just be the dust and the glue. And in the third spot, if I've got time, I'm going to put some CA glue. So let's see how we go anyway. So let's start off with the walnut. Now I haven't got much walnut dust, but I've got enough to do the test. I'm going to put a blob of glue in this little red circle, like so, and just get a little bit of the dust, put it there. So I've got roughly the same amount each time, and now I'm going to just mix those two together. It's going to be the mixing that's the interesting part, because I'm not trying to mix an awful lot at once. I'm going to try and get a good consistency there. Okay, I think that's going to be okay. And I'll plonk that in this first slot. Okay, now on to the next one. Right, so that's the PVA version, that's the Gorilla Wood Glue version. I'm just going to stick a label on the top there to tell me what that is. Right, next up is rosewood. Now then, I'm going to change my approach slightly because it was hard to mix up that small amount. So I'm going to add a little bit more glue and a little bit more wood. See if we can do this. Different woods have got different absorbances, obviously, because this is really taking up a lot of the glue. So we'll need more. Out goes my scientific approach. But I mean, when you're mixing wood, dust and glue, you are doing it on the fly, and it's not always easy to do careful measurements. But here we go. I want to try and get the same sort of consistency for each one. I always think the mixture should be very dense with the wood. Here we go. Okay, now the PVA version. Well, that's 2 down, a pallet to go. What I will do at the end of this is just sand this all off, so I don't get rid of all that excess there. Yeah, okay, I'm going to carry on with this and I'll come back to you when I've done it. Okay, well, I've just spent a happy hour mixing up wood and glue, and so what I'm going to do now is leave this to dry and we'll see how the colour changes. Right, well, I've left the pallet of dust and glue to dry overnight, so let's see what we've got. Well, I have to say I'm quite surprised because the row of Gorilla Glue have all gone really dark. So this is the row. The middle row here is the sort of watered down PVA that I used, and that's not too bad at all. And in the top row here, I've moved all the labels around. I've actually put the dust, so this is just the raw dust. So you can see how close that is to the PVA version, and it's not far off. But isn't that amazing how dark they've all gone, including this pine? So there's obviously something in the Gorilla Glue that turns it into that dark colour. Interesting. What I've done is taken a couple of shots with a piece of white paper by the side of it and done a white balance on it. So I'll put those up on my Instagram, so you're very welcome to download those and use those as a sort of a guide. Anyway, I've got one last experiment to do, and that is to put CA glue in all of these pots. A common approach when you're doing inlays is to put the inlay in, stick it down with some super glue, and then put some dust around it on top of the super glue. And I always find it tends to go very dark. And I've got a couple of these little tubes of super glue here. It's quite sort of runny glue. Let's I'm just going to pour it into these pots here. See if we can spread it round. Because it's all just going to go into one lump there. No, I think it's going to go. It's going to work. There we are. Let's do it. As you can see already, that's turning really dark. I'm going to use a lot of glue here, aren't I? Right, I've got one last thing I want to do before I finish this video, and that is to put some oil on the dust and glue that I did yesterday. Now I've covered over the CA glue ones because I've just sanded the bottom down. I didn't want to get dust in the top, so I think it's still drying at the moment. So let's see what happens when we put oil on. And this is Liberon finishing oil. Well, now then, I hope you found this as interesting as I did. I didn't expect the Gorilla Glue to go quite so dark as it did. but at least now I know, and I've got a colour palette here that I can use when I'm doing inlays to make sure that I get the right combination for the wood that I'm working with. And well, if you've got a bit of scrap wood and some dust and some glues that you use, why not make yourself a palette? What I will do is put the photos of this palette at the various different stages on my Instagram account, and the link is in the description below, so if you want to have a look at those. And each photo there's a sheet of white on the side, so hopefully it will give you a good idea of what the colour actually is. But yeah, try it yourself, that's what I would say. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back soon to do some more on the classical guitar, but in the meantime, stay safe. Cheers.